show you how to install RAM, which looks like this, into your computer. What I have here is just a junk desktop. It's no longer in operation, but it will work for the purposes of this video. First thing you want to do before you install RAM is you definitely want to wash your hands, and you want to make sure that you're on a non-conducting surface like the wood table that I have here, because it could possibly damage the RAM, which you would not want to do. Once you open up your computer, you'll see something similar to this, only with a lot more stuff. If you see a fan that kind of looks like this, directly to the right of that, you're going to see these. They won't necessarily be orange, but these are called RAM slots. This is where you will insert your RAM. RAM is most likely being installed for a number of reasons. Maybe you want to add more speed to your computer. For instance, this is an old computer and it only had 512, so I upgraded it to 2 to greater increased performance and speed. So that may be one of the reasons you may want to upgrade your RAM, and that's why I'm upgrading mine. So now you want to go ahead and grab your RAM. Only touch it by the sides. You do not want to touch these contacts, because if you touch the contacts, you could possibly get oils onto them and cause a failure in the installation of the RAM. So I now have the RAM in my hand. It's a little different than the one that I showed you earlier, and you have to make sure you have the right type of RAM too. You can see if I look closely at the RAM, it should tell me what kind it is. This one does not, but you have to have a certain type. And for every motherboard, the motherboard, by the way, is just this blue electronic board, and that's where everything on the computer, that is the central unit of your computer. Everything that happens on your computer, every connection, goes directly through this motherboard, and that's why it's called the motherboard. So what you want to do to install the RAM is go ahead and open up those slots, which I've already done, and just take your finger and open them up, and just place the RAM inside the slots like this, and get the other stick. Once again, only touching the RAM by the sides. Just carefully place it inside. Issues. Okay, so now I've just set both of the RAM modules inside, and if we go down in closer, you can see that they're not all the way in, because I can still see the pin. So what you are supposed to do is you're supposed to take your thumb on one side, take it on the other side, and just press down on either side, and that will actually lock in the RAM slots. Fortunately, I can't get you a view of that, but I can do one by one. See, you heard that click? For each side, you'll hear that click, and that should be a pretty good idea of what goes on. And that is how you install the RAM into your computer. Now, what you want to do at this point in time is you want to plug back in your computer, which obviously you can't do because there is no power supply. But you want to plug it back in and just use it, and you'll probably notice a pretty significant speed difference. In this particular build, I used 2 gigabytes of RAM. 2 gigabytes of RAM is a reasonable amount, and that's what I recommend for you to use in your installation. If possible, some computers it's not possible, so just get the most that you can for. That is how you install RAM in your computer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like it, and subscribe to our channel.